On. Hello, and we're back. This is the Ultimate Fan Chat. We're going to be talking about UFC 228, Darren Till versus Tyron Woodley for the Welterweight Championship. Get excited. We are. Anyways, I'm Chris. That's Pretty Pete in the right, and Handsome Dan Park in the left. All right, guys. Are you guys pumped for this? Are you guys pumped for this weekend's of fights? I am.
I'll tell you why I may be or may not be when we get to the fights.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I haven't heard from you guys in like 2 weeks. Apart from Dan.
Very
Dan showed me
busy.
some cool takedowns.
Very busy.
Very busy.
No, it's
Very
good fun.
busy.
What about you, Dan? You been enjoying life? Been playing
Yeah,
guard?
I am.
You switched from that takedown life to that guard pulling life yet?
No.
Damn.
It's all about guard pulls now. Dan is a guard machine. It's true. It's true.
Half guard
I
for
don't
life.
want to hear it. I don't want to hear that he's straight from the arm drag into the single leg.
It's how it is. Just accept it, Pete, and become one of us.
What are you guys doing to him?
I'm just messing with you. I'm trying to be like you guys and learn some takedowns. I'm not even lying.
Well, I'm
there.
trying to learn. Yeah, I'm trying to learn guard stuff off Chris because it's important.
Hey, it's what we do. We share our knowledge to each other.
100%. 100%.
Anyways,
Alrighty.
we should probably move into these fights. Okay, we're starting from Tyron Woodley and Darren Till. All right, Pete. Dan started off last time. I'll let you go.
All right.
Tell us why you
This
are
could-
or are not excited.
This could either be. It's going to be one of two ways. It's either going to be a brutal finish for one of them, or it's going to be the most boring decision we've seen since Woodley and Stephen Thompson too. Now,
I don't hear anyone disagreeing with you.
outside of the Donald Cerrone fight, which fight of Darren Till's can you remember actually being that great to watch?
Yeah.
Good question.
No.
You can't, right?
No,
So,
I can't.
and just the way Tyron Woodley fights, so it's his first fight back in how long? Since the second Wonderboy fight. What was that? Is it over a year yet? I think maybe over a year.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah, right. And just the way Tyron Woodley fights earlier in his career, he was a wrestler with a heavy hand. Right now, since he's won the title, he's gone more into becoming more of a cerebral fighter, doing just enough of what he needs to do to win, and not taking too many unnecessary risks. Right. And he fought their common opponent. They've got Stephen Thompson in 3 fights. Each fight was terribly boring. Woodley 1 and 2 with Thompson, boring. Darren Till and Thompson 2, boring. In terms of being able to rewatch it, I guess the first time it was interesting watching it because anything can happen, but, boring fights. I just think Darren Till is too cautious and Tyron Woodley is too cautious, and both guys are going to end up fighting not to lose as opposed in order to win. So I think we're going to get several rounds of them two just standing in front of each other. Eventually someone's going to have to attack, which with either guy's got power. Darren Till obviously is an accomplished striker, and Tyron Woodley's got that one-punch knockout power. But both guys are quite they're quite adept defensively, and they're both smart. They're both very intelligent fighters. So I just think it's going to be one of those fights where 5 rounds they're going to be dancing around each other. Watching it live, there'll always be the excitement and the feeling where anything can happen. But I just think it's going to be another 5-round snooze fest. I said it. 5-round snooze fest. There it is. 4. Tyron Woodley will win.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have too much more to say on that. I do have one more thing, but because that's legit how I expect it to go as well. Like
Sorry, guys.
as you said, I'll let Dan go, and then I'll chuck in my 2 cents.
Sure.
It could very well go how Chris said. I mean, how Peter and Chris said. And the reasoning behind it is because Woodley has great power. And a lot of people, like Wonderboy, like Damien Maya, get scared once they feel Woodley's right hand. So the key for Woodley to coast and win a boring decision, like every single other time, and just do enough to win, is to get Darren Till to respect his right hand. So he needs to land that. So that's key. He needs to land the right hand and fight in Darren Till. Will he do that? He's done that to pretty much every single person, and the people who haven't respected his right hand got knocked out. So, yes, that's the key. But if Darren Till can overcome it, or, if can charge in as Woodley is throwing his right hand every single time, that's, I think, Darren Till's path to victory. Because that will get Woodley out of his rhythm from, just playing it slow, get him maybe gassed out, and they enter I don't know, like a real fight, and Woodley is going to gas out. He's just too big for his frame. So that's Darren Till's path to victory. But yes, chances are Woodley's going to coast to a victory.
I don't think, sorry, just quickly, Tyron Woodley's also got, we know how Darren Till is going to fight. We know how he fights. He fights the same way every fight.
Yes.
Tyron Woodley's got that wrestling background, that NCAA wrestling background, but he hasn't implemented it in a while. And I think, like you're saying, Dan, once he makes people feel that power, it just changes their game plan. So people say he's going to wrestle, but I don't think he's going to do that. I think, like you're saying, he's going to try and put those hands on him and make Darren Till respect him. It'll be interesting. Darren Till is a lot bigger than Tyron Woodley, so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that distance, But Tyron Woodley is so fast and so explosive. If something does happen, it'll happen early. I don't think it's a fight where someone's going to get hurt later in the fight. It'll happen early. That being said, I don't think it's going to be a title fight. I don't think Darren Till is making weight.
Poor Darren.
He's looking really thin.
Poor Darren Till. He misses weight, 2 times in his 4 or 5 UFC fights, and everyone gives
I don't think he's going to make weight. But the older he gets, the further along he gets, the harder it is for him to make weight. The guy's only 25. He's still filling out, and don't forget he doesn't have that extra. He doesn't have that extra allowance, the pound allowance. He has to be a 170 on the dot.
Has he ever made 170?
Yeah.
On the dot.
On the dot.
But here's the thing, Darren Till, they're saying he's huge. I read a post-fight speech of him. He's going, "I'm 6'2". I'm huge." He's listed at 6 foot, not 6'2". That's a huge difference. He's basically my height. So
we had a chat about this not too long ago, Dan. And I do agree with Dan. He's 6 foot. He's got a decently big build, but there are bigger guys than him in the welterweight division. I think he kind of over exaggerates his size, to put that just to give him that mental edge against a lot of these guys. He's big. He's taller than Woodley, but Woodley is jacked. So I don't know how Woodley makes the weight.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
that's my prediction. I don't think he's going to make weight.
Yeah, fair.
I hope he does, because it completely ruins the fight. I've got no interest in this fight if he doesn't make weight.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you know what? And I hope Woodley doesn't take it.
I hope so too, actually. I hope so too. And knowing Woodley, he probably won't.
Woodley's
already take it, because
Woodley's already come out and spoken about that. He said that he will take the fight if he doesn't make weight. He said even though Usman's in the background saying he will take the if Till doesn't make the weight, Usman will jump in and take the fight. Woodley says he's not going to fight Usman. The only person he's going to fight is Darren Till, whether he makes weight or not.
If I'm him, I'm going a step further, and I'm not even fighting Darren Till, because the worst. Imagine just the fuckery if he loses a non-title fight like that. You're welterweight champ, especially if he gets knocked out and he's still the champ. It's just
a similar thing almost happened to Whittaker in his last fight. That fight was close. That could have very easily gone to Romero, but he was lucky. He got he got the decision.
Predictions, guys.
I'll just give my.
Chris,
you guys always forget about me. Jeez, I feel so lonely. Probably because you can't see me. I'm
You're running the show and we've forgotten.
I know. How can this happen?
I know.
All right. So I'm gonna say, Darren Till. Personally, I can hear myself in the background. What's up with that? Hello. Okay, no, can't hear myself.
Hello.
All good. Sorry about that. So I think Darren Till is focused. I reckon he's gonna make the weight. I think he's smart enough to put that but the problem is I think he's putting too much emphasis on his weight cut now. So I reckon his entire training camp is going to be based on his weight cut and less on preparing for the Savage and fucking Tyron
Tyron
Woodley.
Woodley.
So I think, and plus Tyron Woodley, I find he's the type of guy, he doesn't do too well against guys that are very well adept in all areas of mixed martial arts. Like you saw that against Rory McDonald.
Yeah.
But Darren Till is not adept at all areas.
I know, that's why. Let me finish.
Okay, sorry, go on. Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Darren Till is a specialist. He's the one thing he's good at is striking, like kickboxing. And Tyron Woodley does extraordinarily well against guys that are very good at one aspect of the sport. He did really well against Damian Maia. It was boring, yes, but he won every round flawlessly. He didn't lose to Stephen Thompson twice. We'll say that. He didn't beat him twice, but he didn't lose to him twice. And Stephen Thompson is a jigsaw puzzle. No, he's a, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? He's a difficult guy to beat. We'll say that.
Yep.
Because he's so damn good at what he does, and he's able to stop everything you want to do. But Tyron Woodley didn't lose to him twice. And you go through someone like Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler, he's a striker. Knocked him out. He's just very good at, based on his last 3 fights, he's good at shutting down someone that's very good at one aspect of the sport. So I feel like someone like Darren Till's focusing predominantly on the weight cut, not focusing on Tyron Woodley. I think that's going to be his downfall on the fight. And the fact that Tyron Woodley is good, he's phenomenal against guys like Darren Till. So I think, yeah. And plus, he's already faced a guy like Darren Till and Stephen Thompson. Oh, Stephen Thompson's different, but similar.
Yeah, their styles are very different.
Yeah.
Different styles.
I feel like that's the closest 2 guys you'll get in that division, though.
Yeah. Well, Stephen Thompson's he's got a more kick-based style, but Darren Till's got a more punching-based style. But they're both kickboxers. Darren Till punches
a bit more, but they're both fluid, long guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
And they both counter strike.
Yeah. But I still agree with everything that Peter said previously, and it's going to be a boring fight. It's going to be boring as fuck.
Especially because they both counter strike. That's funny. Oh man.
Oh man, I just hope I hope Tyron Woodley. He always scares me when he backs up to the cage and he kind of just stands there and waits. So I feel like if he does that to a guy like Darren Till, which he's probably going to do, it's going to. I don't know how that's going to work.
And it's got to be seen how he comes back from the shoulder injury as well.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because that's what he's been out with, torn labrum or something like that. And yeah, because he's been out so long because he didn't have surgery. They wanted it to heal naturally. So hopefully it does a trick. Because it'd be a shame. Cause like he always want 2 guys in the title fights.
He did end up having the surgery though.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah, he tried to do it without it, but he ended up having to have the surgery. Yeah, you're asking previously how long has it been? He hasn't fought since July 29 last year. So it's been just over a year. Yeah, it's been a while. But in saying that, he did defend his title like 4 times in 12 months. So
he deserved the break.
Yes. Okay. So okay. Predictions. I think have we already given our predictions?
I'll give my UD.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, same. Yeah. If Woodley gets Darren Till to respect his right hand, he's gonna just do enough to coast to a unanimous decision. That's what my brain tells me. Well, I feel like Darren Till has a chance of winning it as long as he overcomes his fear of the right hand and engages Woodley every time he goes for the right hand. That's his key to victory. And
Can I say one more comment?
Yeah, go on.
No.
I think the UFC wants Darren Till to win as well, by the way.
That's interesting. Why?
Because of the English market. Because they're racist. Because they have another English champion that people get behind. Stadium shows in England, Liverpool, Anfield. He'll sell all that shit out. They sold out that stadium in Liverpool in like 3 minutes when he main event against Thompson.
How is Woodley not a huge star? He is a jacked, handsome motherfucker. How is he not a superstar? Just because he complains a lot. Everyone complains a lot. We all complain. Why are we hanging shit on a guy for complaining?
I really like Woodley. I really do. And I disagree.
Actually, you know what? I think the reason no one likes him is because he knocked out Robbie Lawler. I think that might be it. Robbie Lawler is like a darling of the sport. Everyone loves him.
Yes.
And he got knocked dead against Tyron Woodley. So I think Tyron Woodley's biggest win was his kind of his biggest loss as well, because everyone hates him for it.
I get what you're saying, but it's misplaced. Like, to me, the most exciting
BT
welterweight
Dubs, Dan, those
championship
biceps are
reign.
just too big for the screen. Just saying.
Yeah, that's just like, Dan's like this. Yeah, well, I
Oh,
think,
shit.
my favorite welterweight.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and start. I'm gonna make my own protein brand and put you on the front cover. Sorry, Dan. Go on. I just had to comment on those biceps.
Most exciting welterweight champion reign, Robbie Lawler by far.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Tyron Woodley. I disagree with Peter. First to Stephen Thompson fight was absolutely exciting. Loved it. Second one, boring as fuck. And yeah, pretty much it.
It's funny how that first fight.
The first one went the same, except for 15 seconds where
exactly what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna say. 100%. Like everyone bags the second fight, but it's like you only hated it because you saw the exact same thing. So you're like, oh, I'm not seeing anything different. But
it was 10 rounds of the same shit.
Okay, you're right. However, the dynamics are different. Like Peter was saying, like you were saying, we haven't seen that fight before, so it's interesting. And when Tyron Woodley had that guillotine on, Stephen Thompson comes out, starts raining down punches. That was exciting. I was screaming. I loved it. But yeah. But, like you watch something once, it's never the same watching it again.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right. Chris, what's your prediction?
Man, I hate picking the same guys as you guys because I feel like there's got to be some diversity between the three of us. But I feel like Tyron, he's the man right now. You said it not like a couple of months ago. Like no one's beating Tyron Woodley right now. At the moment he's the guy. So I just don't see him losing to Darren Till.
I like Darren Till. I like Darren Till, but I don't think he'll get it done.
Yeah.
No.
If Tyron Woodley doesn't retire within 2 years, he's going to lose. 36 as welterweight champion is old.
It is old, but he's like there are some freaks out there like Romero who just they deal with the age a little bit different.
Mate, Romero. He goes to Cuba.
Don't get that started.
All right, you guys know what I was about to say. All right, let's
I want to get him started. Go on, continue, my friend.
Romero goes to Cuba every single, quarter, and
and USADA follows him. USADA follows him.
Does he go to Cuba every cycle then?
Oh,
maybe, I don't know. Oh yes, he gets on his bike in Cuba. That's pretty much what I mean. Yes, he goes to Cuba. He does a bit of cycling, up the hills, down the hills.
Yeah, with Nate Diaz, they practice for those triathlons. There we go. I saved it. All right, let's move on to the next fight. We spent 17 minutes on this one fight. Okay. Nico Montano and Valentina Shevchenko.
Shevchenko round 1 KO.
My friend, let Dan go first. You went first before.
Sorry.
Selfish man.
I am the selfish man.
The shellfish.
I agree with
superhero.
Sorry,
go.
I agree with Peter. The list of opponents they fought are vastly different in quality. And even then, the current champion is 4-2. Yeah, this is an absolute mismatch. She's going to get destroyed. That's it.
Okay. Peter, you can repeat what you said previously.
All right, so first round TKO, it's going to be, if you want to see a blueprint of how this fight's going to go, watch Joanna when she won the title, the strawweight title against Carla Esparza. That's how this fight's going to go. But quicker, a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, quick.
I'm disagreeing with the both of you here. Not on who the victor's gonna be, but I just think we don't know enough about Nico Montano to judge how the fight's gonna go. We don't know enough. I've watched all the fights in the UFC. I've watched her fights in the house, in the tough house. Thing is, she's got good striking, and she's known for a ground game. And her 3 fights in the house, the first 2, she won them via striking, and she looked good. She's got good footwork. She's got good head move. Obviously, I'm not saying she's better than Valentina Shevchenko. I'm not a lunatic.
Yep.
But I'm saying she has good striking. But Amanda Nunes doesn't have better striking than Valentina Shevchenko. But she was able to beat her. I'm just saying, Nika Montano, she has a better chance than people are giving her credit for. I think the fight's going to look a little bit more like, what's her name, Pennington and Nunes, as opposed to Carlo Esparza. I don't feel like it's going to be a blowout because Carlo Esparza came into that fight with no striking ability. She just thought she could take everyone down, and she found out she can't take everyone down. She got stuck standing with an absolute animal. But Montano has enough just to understand distance, not run into punches, at least for a round or two. So I don't think she's going to get destroyed in the first 2 rounds. I think it could go to a decision. It might be a dominating decision from Shevchenko, but I don't see it being that much of a blowout because she is a lot better than people are giving her credit for. But I could be wrong as well. She could get absolutely smashed in the first 30 seconds. You never know. I mean, look at Josie Aldo and Conor McGregor.
Shevchenko had those 2, was it 2 tough fights with Nunez? She did, didn't she? She had those 2 fights with Nunez, a champion, a division above, and who's probably better skilled than any other woman in the UFC right now, and she took it to the wire and arguably won those fights. So I just think she's going to smoke this lady.
He also submitted Pena with an armbar. That was impressive.
Yes, that was good.
That was really impressive.
Good. Yeah, I watched that a lot.
And she beat Holly Holm, and I felt like I was the only one at the time saying she's going to beat Holly Holm. I was like, yep, she's going to beat her. She's going to beat her. And then when the fight started, Holly Holm looked like 3 divisions bigger. Then I'm like, oh, why'd I pick fucking Shevchenko for? He's huge. Holly Holm looked so big against Shevchenko, but Shevchenko fucked her up. Yeah, I think Shevchenko's going to win. I don't know how, because I don't want to underrate Montano, because I feel like everyone's saying this is going to be just a complete mismatch. It still might be, but I just think that she's a lot better than people are giving her credit for.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Alrighty.
I think it'll be a surprise. Okay, let's go to Zabit. Good old Zabit and Brandon Davis. I haven't seen Brandon Davis. Have you guys seen Brandon Davis? Okay, let's keep it honest. we could say that we have, but no, we haven't. But we've all seen Zabit. And no, you haven't seen Zabit? You have? You have? Okay.
Yeah.
I was lagging there a little bit. I was like Brandon Davis. No, I don't know. It was a bit.
Fair enough. All good. Well, I reckon this one's going to be a blowout. Because you got a guy coming on like 2 weeks' notice. He might be an absolute animal. He might be a prodigy that we just don't know about. I don't think he is. I think I would have heard of that by now. He's had 2 fights in the UFC already, I think. So yeah, I think it's a bit domination. You guys?
First round, sub, TKO, however you want to call it. Won't take long. They'll prance around a little bit on feet. He'll take him down. He'll finish him. Game over.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. All right.
Yep.
Dan, you got any more?
Don't know much about Brandon Davis, but I really want Zabit to win. I'm on his hype train. I love the way he fights. I really enjoy watching dynamic fighters. So I hope Zabit wins, and then we get the fight against Yair Rodriguez.
Actually, yeah, that's what I was just going to add on to that. Man, how depressing is it that we're missing out on that fight? Yair Rodriguez is a bit. That could have been fun.
Knocks the card down a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Although we still get Zabit, so that's something. We still get Zabit because at least we can against a guy like Brandon Davis, it gives him room to grow. As Dan and I have spoken about a number of times, can crushing. We like can crushing. Can crushing is good. It's good for the soul.
Builds the name up.
It does. It does. So hopefully goes in there and does what he should do and dominate.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move down. We go to Jessica Andrade and Carolina Kowalkiewicz. Kowalkiewicz. Thankfully, someone can read. This is a fight that I'm pumped for. But I like watching the strawweights. I don't know if you guys do.
I'm indifferent to it, but I think I will say something. Very risky fight. Oh, not so much risky, but just fighting in general for Andrade's quite risky. Where I feel like she should be getting the next title shot, But I guess in the lower divisions, especially the women's divisions, they don't really have the luxury of sitting back and waiting for title shots. They need to get paid. So just taking a fight. I don't think like Kowalkiewicz is good, but I don't think she offers any one thing that's going to really pose a threat to Andrade. Like, her stand-up's okay, but she's a little bit slow. She's a little bit jerky, so to speak. Doesn't carry much power. She's got good technique and she's tough. She's really tough, and she'll need to be. But I just don't think she offers enough offensively to stop Andrade, who's just looked like a monster at 115 pounds.
Actually,
so Andrade, I don't think Andrade will finish her either in a 3-round fight, but I think she'll win the decision.
fair enough. Just to add on to a point that you were saying previously about Andrade, she probably should be fighting for the title. There was an article came out recently, I think it was on MMA Fighting, of Andrade. The reason she has to take this fight is because she can't afford not to take the fight. Like at the moment, she's selling cookies, she's selling her fight gear and stuff like that to make money.
I saw someone discussing that. She made like $300K in the last couple of years. It's like, where's that money going? Like,
yeah, that's another good question.
How do the people that work regular jobs live? You know, it's like she's obviously living above her means, so she's getting a bit carried away there, I think.
Yeah. But hey,
yeah.
Look at John Jones. He parties. How does he survive? How does John Jones survive?
He makes bank though.
He makes bank.
He's not living above his means. That's the key word.
Yeah, and he's not living above his means.
Surely he is.
Yeah.
He's
no,
an
when
animal.
your means is $10 million and you're spending $2 million.
Yeah, he made
that's
millions.
Not above your means.
Did he make? Yeah. I thought he made less than Daniel Cormier in their last fight.
Yeah, but he's a sponsor. He used to be sponsored by Nike.
Used to be.
Yeah.
He hasn't been for about 5 years.
Still would have made a bit of money.
He was only sponsored by them for about a year because he got sponsored and then he decided to ram his car into a pregnant lady's car and then run off with a bowl of pot and like, soz, bro, we can't associate with you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Did anyone watch Chael Sonnen's poem to John Jones?
Oh, he's put out a couple of good ones actually.
That was lovely.
But he can't watch his brother's NFL games because he'll snort all the lines.
That was so good. I love that one. Fuck, there was another one. I saw one more.
Yeah, I loved it.
Are you gonna look him up, Dan?
Look who up?
Are you gonna look up the Chael Sonnen lines for us?
No. I read it before. That's all right.
But read him out for us. All right, yeah. So Jesse Andrade, she should win. That's my prediction.
Yeah. Carolina already fought Claudia Gadelha. Yeah. It's pretty much the same thing as Jessica Andrade. It's going to go the same way. That's it.
Yeah, well, Carolina's kind of like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, but light. Like
yes, and not as good takedown defense. And that's it.
Yeah, actually, that's a huge factor. Yeah, her takedown defense is nowhere near Jędrzejczyk.
Yes.
Not even close.
Yes.
So yeah.
And yeah, Andrade's going to win it. Let's move on.
And did you see Andrade's last fight? The way she just kept on taking Tisha Torres down, picking her up and slamming her. Like,
yeah.
It was brutal. She just picked her up and slammed her constantly throughout the entire fight. It was great to watch. All right, we'll move on to the final fight on the main card with my bae Nico Price fighting. I love Nico Price, guys. Oh, I'm just picking him because fuck anyone else that fights him, really. He's the GOAT. He really is. Of my life.
He's getting knocked out, I think.
You shut your mouth, sir. You shut your mouth now. Take that back. Why would you say that to me?
Abdul Razak's 3 wins in the UFC, all by first round knockout.
2 of them against the same guy.
I have no idea. I'm just joking. I have no idea. I hope Nico Price wins.
Wait, why do you fight the same guy twice? Fight TKO. Win was. Oh, okay, because Herb Dean stopped the fight prematurely. Fair enough. That's why I fought the same guy twice.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Okay. Well, there we go. So you're wrong. Okay. Just saying that bit. You're wrong, and I don't appreciate your slander. I really don't. Now, Dan, you speak because this man is he's preaching falsehoods right now, as the great Mickey would say.
In all honesty, I don't know about any of the fighters.
Okay, well, I don't appreciate your words either then. Nico Price, you should know him. He's amazing. And how many I think he's won. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look. I should fight this one. Technically, he's won 5 of his past 6 fights. All of them via stoppage.
Technically.
One of them was a win via vicious KO, but he pissed hot for marijuana, so they changed it to a no contest. So technically, he's won 5 of his last 6, but yeah, because of that, no deal.
Gotcha.
And his first 3 fights of his UFC career were harder than his last 3 fights. So they're giving him weaker opposition. I mean, he fought Alan Jabouin on his 3rd fight in the UFC, and now he's on his 7th, and he's fighting. I don't know. Can you guys say that name?
Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
There we go.
I've seen both of them fight before, but it's not clicking into me.
Okay, well, if
Alrighty.
anyone watches this podcast very often, I did like my own video just on my own talking about my love for Nico Price, so you guys can go watch that. Just go through the videos, you'll find it. It's just got his face screaming like the Viking he is. All right. Are we going to go down the rest of the card, the preliminaries, just quickly brush past them? No, I like him. Carlos Esparza and Tatiana Suarez. This is if Suarez wins this, that puts her up in the top 5 of the division. If she isn't already, she probably is actually.
You guys know my position on the women's divisions.
Please give it to us. Let the world know. And Dan, put those guns away.
Outside of your Shevchenkos, your Nunez, your Cyborgs, why do I want to watch subpar competition? Why?
Why not?
That's true.
High chance of a knockout.
No, no,
They're not guarding themselves.
No, that's bullshit. Not in women's strawweight. That's bullshit.
What are you talking about? The former champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, got knocked out to lose her title. There we go. There we go. I proved you wrong. 1 fight out of 100, there was a knockout. So you were wrong.
That plays into what Peter said in regards to outside a few special people. And Bro, Joanna, they're Ronda, they're all one of those special people. Nunez, Cyborg, they're all special. But outside of the few special, everyone else is very much subpar.
Fair enough. Either way, I love the fight. I love Carlo Esparza. Okay.
Alrighty.
And I'm picking Carlo Esparza. That's my pick. All right, we'll move to Aljamain Sterling and Cody Stamann. I've seen Cody fight twice. He didn't really impress me. He kind of should have lost both those fights, but he was gifted a decision. So I'm going Aljamain Sterling. You guys?
I feel the same.
Sure.
Why not, eh? And Jimmy Rivera and John Dodson. John Dodson. I've spoken to you about this before, Dan. John Dodson, he reminds me of like a Lyoto Machida. His fights are predominantly boring, but he gets knockouts sometimes. And those fights make his highlight reel look really good. But the majority of the time, he has such a counter-striking style. I fall asleep watching his fights. Like, I can't watch them until, like, Joe Rogan goes, "Oh my god!" It's like, oh shit, he knocked someone out. Okay, cool. That happened. But yeah, I'm going Jimmy Rivera here. Well, it depends how he comes off that his last knockout loss, but I think he's got the goods over John Dodson.
You get it.
Sorry?
Same thing. I feel the same. Jimmy should get it.
I think he'll finish John Dodson too. Pete, you got anything?
Jimmy Rivera decision.
Yeah, there we go. There's a middleweight fight underneath. We'll skip that because I don't know either, guys. Do you? Or do you guys just want to go for a lucky pick and just any mini money mo? No. Okay, we've got Diego Sanchez fighting at welterweight. So we got a very unfit Diego Sanchez coming in this weekend against Craig White, who lost to Neil Magny, I believe, in his last fight in his debut on late notice. So and Craig White looks huge, so I think he's going to put it over Diego Sanchez, and we're going to see another knockout loss for Diego Sanchez, which is sad. Hopefully he retires.
Me too. I want him to win because he's like that. He's that old guard of guys that were around when I started watching, but I just don't see it happening.
Is he the last?
I will get up for him if he wins.
Oh yeah.
He's the last of the season 1. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Fighter.
There was quite a few good guys that came out of that season. When he came from that season, he seemed like he was like the next big thing. He was going to be champion with the way he was fighting and just demolishing people.
I'll never forget when BJ kicked him in the head and just that massive
Jesus.
gash. Oh. BJ beat the shit out of him.
Bad. Like, knocked him down the first round, and then Diego wasn't the same after that. He wasn't engaging, and he was just getting beat up. Yeah, that was bad. But, man, I wish we could see the same Diego Sanchez that fought Nick Diaz, because that was great. That was a great fight.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm going Craig White, unfortunately. I want Diego to win, but I don't think he will.
Craig White, yeah, same with you.
Dan,
And
you don't care,
Yeah,
Dan?
Craig, same thing.
Right? Okay,
Craig.
cool. Jim Miller.
Jim Miller. Let's just do the picks for these last one.
Okay,
Jim Miller.
Jim Miller. This is his 30th fight in the UFC, apparently. Heard that somewhere. Have a look. A lot of fights. Yeah, 30th fight. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jim Miller, Alex White. I don't know anything about Alex White. I want Jim Miller to win. Yeah, I'm rooting for Jim Miller. I'm going with that. He's a vet, wanted to win. Plus, he added me on Instagram, so you know what? I'm going for him. Sorry, followed me on Instagram, so I have to go with him. He's my friend. We're Insta friends. He liked two of my photos.
Mm.
All right, you guys going same thing?
Jim Miller.
Yep. No idea who they are.
You don't know who Jim Miller is?
I know the name, but I only.
Mate.
Yeah.
Mate. What is? Go do some study on Jim Miller right now. This is disrespectful. Okay, and I'm going to be disrespectful and say we'll skip the next two fights because I don't know either one of those guys. Do you guys know them?
No.
No. Okay. That first fight, Frank Camacho. I've seen two of his fights. They were both fight of the night. I looked him up. All three of his fights in the UFC have been fight of the night. So that's probably going to be an exciting fight because he's the type of guy that just goes in there, goes balls to the wall in the first round, gets really tired, barely makes it through the second and third round, and just keeps on trying to put on whoever he's fighting and either gets knocked out or knocks the other guy out. So that should be fun. Yeah, cool. You're all good.
Sweet.
I think that's it, and we still kept that 36 minutes and 47 seconds. So that's pretty good considering the first 17 minutes was on one fight. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you, both of you. I love you both. And Dan, give us one more flex. Let's see those arms again. Oof, oof. Look at that definition. Oh shit! Oh shit!
That should be the thumbnail.
I'd do a flex too, but you guys can't see me. All right. You guys have anything to say?
No.
No? Okay, well...
Thanks for watching.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Like, comment, share, send
stuff.
nudes.
Oh, yes. We need nudes. We
What?
need them.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
No, it's not. If Adam Watson is watching, we want all the nudes. We want them right now. I saw that photo that he put up before he competed at the Worlds. Oh, damn. That motherfucker's jacked. Has he been taking trips with Yoel Romero? What's going on there? He's huge.
For those who don't know,
all right.
Adam Watson is our own-grown brown belt. He just competed at Worlds, got silver medal.
Second in the world.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
as a brown belt, that should be mentioned because that's huge. An Aussie going up and winning second as a brown belt, that's fucking nuts. Super proud. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, you know what? We should get him on the show one time.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I reckon we should do that.
BJJ seminar.
Fuck yeah. All right. Also, we're on Twitch now, so go on. If you don't go on YouTube very often, but you're on Twitch, jump on there too. We're on there now as well. All right. Much love. Peace out.
Thank you.